In this video, I'm going to share with you step by step how I made my digital vision board for 2021. Hi, this is Supreet. I'm an engineer turned leadership trainer. I upload weekly videos about personal growth, meditation, and occasionally parenting. The first and most important step for me was to figure out exactly what I want to achieve in 2021 and why it is important to me. For any goal, the biggest reason determining your success is your why behind the goal, not your what or your how. So I started with my why. I then followed the 3 steps to make a vision board that I shared in this video. The link is in the description, or you can find it by clicking on the I at the top. Step 1 was to get clear about your goals. Moving on to step 2, and then I collected some pictures for my vision board from a stock photo service that I pay for. I went to canva.com, which is a free online tool. I clicked on create a design, and out of the various design choices available, I selected poster. Then on the top left corner, I clicked on uploads, where I had already uploaded my selected pictures onto Canva. The first picture I am using is of this woman doing the full bridge pose. I want to be able to do this in 2021. This is an ambitious goal for me because right now I am nowhere near being able to do this. I do not have the strength, and especially the upper body strength, to do the full bridge pose. I can lift my hips up in the air, but I can lift up my shoulders barely a couple of inches, as you can see. The second picture is of this woman meditating. I selected this picture for 2 reasons. The first one is to remind me to meditate every day. And the second one is that if you look closely, she's sitting in the full lotus position. I want to be able to sit like this. And currently, if I try to sit in that position, this is what happens. I do not have the flexibility in my hips to sit like the woman in the picture. This picture is to remind me to wake up at 5 every morning. This picture is to remind me to journal every morning. These 2 things, waking up at 5 and journaling while having my green tea, are things that I have already been doing for the last 4 months, but I still put them on my vision board because I want to make sure that I continue to do those in 2021. My next goal for 2021 is to eat healthy vegetarian food. For that reason, I selected these pictures of some very colorful and nutritious looking vibrant vegetarian food. I am currently about 95% vegetarian, but in 2021 I want to become a full vegetarian. In addition to eating healthy, I also want to eat mindfully. That's the reason why I selected this picture. It is from a blog by Vidhi Rita P. I love the words on this picture. It says, "I am grateful for this meal in front of me. This meal is extremely nutritious for me and it heals my body." I want to be able to say this or think this before I eat my meals. Also, I want to eat more mindfully without distractions like my phone or the TV. Now I'm going to the vision board folder on my PC where I had collected all these stock pictures, and also I have a text document which has the text that I wanted to add to my vision board. Going back to Canva, I'm now going to add the text to represent my YouTube goals for 2021. First, I thought of maybe saying something like 20K subscribers or 50K subscribers, but then I very quickly changed my mind because I want to have goals that are within my control. The number of subscribers or views on YouTube are not under my control, but what is in my control is to create excellent content. For that reason, I chose to say that in 2021, I'm going to create 30 videos that I'm proud of, and also I'm going to create 2 online courses. Right now, I'm not sure of the topic of the online courses I will make. I'm thinking maybe one on public speaking and one on something else. Let me know in the comments below which topics you would like me to create online courses for. And now in the middle of the vision board, I'm going to write my why behind creating YouTube videos, which is to transform lives, to help people grow. And also I want to actively work on making people laugh. It gives me immense joy when I can make people laugh. By the way, if I were to ever get a tattoo, not that I'm planning to anytime soon, but if I ever did, it would say Transform Lives. It is my calling, it is my purpose in life, and that's why I put it in the middle of my vision board in bold. The reason I chose to make 30 videos instead of 52 videos in the 52 weeks of 2021 is that I want to focus on quality over quantity as far as videos are concerned. Now I'm going back to my Word document where I have collected 2 quotes by Tony Robbins, and I'm going to copy and paste the first one and put it at the bottom of my vision board. I know that right now as I'm making the vision board, I'm excited and motivated and energized, but I know there are going to be days where I don't feel so motivated, when I feel self-doubt and I feel that I can't do these things and I want to give up. So for days like those, this quote should help me to find that inspiration again and do these things even when they seem very hard. It says, "The only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you keep telling yourself." Isn't that the truth? By the way, this would be another great line to tattoo on myself, but too many words, too much pain, so I think I'll stick with Transform Lives. I chose to not add the second quote by Tony Robbins because, as you can see, my vision board is already quite full and I do not want to clutter it up too much. As I mentioned in my last week's video where I talk about 3 easy steps to make your vision board and also how to use your vision board, you do not want to have a cluttered vision board because it's distracting and hard to focus, so it's better to keep it clean and simple. I'm adding this text 21 minutes on top of the meditation picture to make my goal of meditation more specific and to remind myself that I want to meditate for 21 minutes every day, not just 2 minutes or 5 minutes a day like I sometimes tend to do. And now I'm adding this text 2021 because this vision board is for 2021. If you haven't watched my last week's video about how to make and use a vision board, please watch it, because if you're doing all this effort to make your vision board, I want to set you up for success. Vision boards can and do fail, so make sure you know all the do's and don'ts so that your vision board will actually work for you. Also, in next week's video, I'm going to talk about why 80% of New Year resolutions fail by February and what you can do to succeed. So make sure that you don't miss that video. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell for my channel so that you don't miss that video, because these 3 videos, the one you're watching right now, last week's video about how to make a vision board, and next week's video about why New Year resolutions fail, these 3 videos are like a 3-part series, and they have all the research-proven tools and techniques to set you up for success with your goals in the new year. Also, if you're getting value from this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. One thing to note is that I used stock images that I pay for only because I'm sharing them online and I do not want to get into any copyright issues. But if you're using your pictures for personal purposes only, you can use any pictures that you find on the internet. You don't have to pay for them. I also had some text in my Word document about going on a vacation because I haven't been on one in like 11 months and I'm so desperate to go on a vacation. And also I want to meet my mom and my sister in 2021 because I haven't met them for such a long time because of COVID. But the reason I chose not to add that text in my vision board is that A, I don't want to clutter it up too much, and B, I feel like those things are going to happen anyway as soon as it is safe to do. On my vision board, I have those things which I think that I might forget or I might make excuses for. The bloopers are coming up very soon, so enjoy them and keep growing. So this is the final product. What do you think? If you have any suggestions for improvement, do let me know. Are you going to make your own vision board for the new year? Type yes or no in the comments below. Hi, this is Supreet. I upload weekly. The first and most important step for me in making my vision board was to... Then I started collecting pictures that would